Welcome to this new channel of ScanPrint 3D. My name is Brian and I'm a German fellow with 30 years experience of automotive design engineering, and now I decided to just start a channel from scratch, so I do not hide anything. I want to just show you how I even built like this basic workbench, the wooden ply board and the steel frame. Later how I built up this aluminium rig and also Cruiser Printer XL single head. I would be very happy if you join me on my journey and leave comments what you would have done different. And let's see what turns out by end of the year, how many followers you can create. And don't hesitate to ask questions. As I said, my background is automotive design engineering in the early phase, mainly 3D modeling about exterior design, interior design. I used to work with software from Autodesk, alias Auto Studio, for nearly 30 years. And recently I started to learn also Fusion 360. It's a very interesting software because it's very parametric. It's a complete other end of creating 3D models instead of the early stage where you create NURBS, freeform 3D. So yeah, that's it so far. Enjoy the video. It's very simple for now. Just you see me working a lot on the table, how I'm assembling this bench. And the next video after gonna be about the aluminium rig, the black one, where I installed the lights. And yeah, I think it's a process. You know, you have to grow, you have to work on that, and there will be certainly more and more improvements. If you have some already positive or any feedback, critics, I'm very open for that. Leave that in a comment, and yeah, catch up and enjoy the video. Yeah, taking a journey with me that I'm starting out to build the first solid workbench. It's a solid product. I bought that back in Italy when I used to live there, and yeah, I couldn't find really the screws and everything. So what I do is I add some fits to level, the right thing, also make some screws, and yeah, I would say let's start. So the first thing what we need to do is we have the big wooden plate. What I call in English is a layer plate. It's very strong. So I think I have to start to add the sides and then the rear. Okay, let's go for it. First of all, we need screws. We have the true ones. So we have some washers. I took also self-fixing nuts. This one. And yeah, let's just start. I think the screws are some other screws. Let me adjust my microphone. It's a bit disturbing like this. So it's better like this, yeah. Doesn't hit my chin. So to level those, I'm using the other screws. Let me find a knife. Already at this side. The most important thing is things are leveled. So these are not self-fixing or self-fixed nuts. So what I'm going to do here is put the first in, put that through the hole here. So we'll show you this. And yeah, let's remove those stickers. Or we can remove them to the end, at the end. Okay, let's get them kind of 1 centimeter each of them. Here we don't need a washer, because I measured the holes also I think 10 millimeter, and this is an M8. So excited to start this 3D business, because in the automotive industry, especially in the early prototyping when we have design models, it's quite common, and like 25 years ago or before, we started with STL, the liquid resin, but also with LOM, something to do with wood. So basically it's paper, and you laser that out, and it just lasers the outside of the paper. It's a special paper which is closer to wood, and while lasering the outside, it glues the next layer to each other. You use that when you have huge parts, like for instance the rear axle, the differential, car, everything for the drivetrain, some really heavy big parts where 25 years back it was not profitable to use any resin, and the STL parts were still not UV resistant, and after a couple of weeks they start bending and everything. So if you want to have a physical mock-up, you use those big LOM methods to produce the physical prototypes. But I think I'm going to make a video about that. It's super exciting where it all started with. Alright, so that's one of those beasts. It's quite heavy steel. I think it's 1.2 millimeter. So first thing I'm going to do here is adding them on the outside. See, solid here. And then adding another screw. Not this one here. And I made actually two to counter them. So I'm using the other camera. So here we see how that works, and I hope the light will show it. We lift it a bit here into the light, and here we see how it works. So this one gonna record from here, and the second one, the counter, will be add in the end. I believe these ones, yeah, they have the screws here on the. So I take this one now and adjust this to here. It goes. All right. Okay. So here we take 20 millimeter M8. So it's all made straight in Europe. I think when you're from US, you have other systems. Is it metric centric? So it's an M8 times 20 millimeter long, and using one washer and the self-fixing nut in the end. Okay, let's see how that goes. 2 times. So, is it front or rear? No, it seems to be all the same. Okay, let's go for it. So in the beginning, I don't fix them, tight them on, kind of loose, you know, that they still can adjust, because you get still 2 horizontal bars. So 1. So, and then one of those friends are coming here. So that one gets, I would say, like this. But first, let's fix this one. So for this one, the camera again, different angle. All right, so now we have this one, and the camera comes back to this one here. So now we have to connect the rear bar and the front bar, and that happens again. And now what I do, I put them all down here. It's easier. This is for contouring. All right. So this one again, washer from the outside and a washer from the inside. So once you go in here, see now, I'm gonna, so I'll show this. So what we're gonna hear is basically, see, coming through here, comes the washer, and the screw here. So, it doesn't fall. Okay, this I'm gonna do on 2 times on each. To come here, very important, one with a washer. So this one here, 2 in the middle. Okay, this one. So funny thing is, this thing is in the end really heavy. Steel and wooden plate, 25-30 kilo, somewhere there. So now comes the same for the front. Voila. Extension here. Fighting out. So. So hier. All right. I think now it's better to place the screws up here. The tools. So this one we didn't need. And now comes the fun part. This one here. Because this one now comes a bit higher. I wonder if I have a workaround. Smart ass! You see what the height is of the pallet? Perfect. So the pallet levels this a bit better. Why? Put the screw in here. Still on board? Alright, so this one, washer. And now place the washer and the screw up here 2 times to have this nearby in my hands. Okay, let's try it. So that's safe there. So now I have to see where this stupid screw is here. What did they say? Paint a few hairs around and you find it easier, right? Alright, so then washer here, this one, using the right tools. One, let me see that one. Okay, number 1, mambo number 5, mambo number 5. Second 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 of them. Here we go. Let me go in a nice army style over here. Sure. So it's better for the camera, right? So you camera. Here we go, like this. Remember guys, not only here, also here. And the power triangle. Alright, so now what we can do is take this one and flip it for now down, holding it with the left hand and adding a lovely screw. One. Two. All right. We're getting there. if the dog doesn't come to the bone has to come to the dog, right? So this one I need. Okay, here we go. Washer.
A few moments later.
Cheap tool, good tool. Don't make any advertisement for brands now, since I don't have a sponsor. That will probably take some time to get a sponsor. Oh, there's 2 arms, they said. Seems to be fix these 4. So now comes the interesting part. So anyway, so I have to go now on this corner down. That's fun. Oh, I'm in here. Oh, let me see if I can do it like this. Oh, that's a fun job. Let's assume, that's what I assumed. This is too small. I think I need a 15. 15.
Meep meep.
17 even. Not 15. So, good night. Alright. So I'll show you quickly what I'm actually doing here. So it's down there. These screws I'm adjusting. Then also fix the counter. So, final check here. Looks good. So this one looks okay, yeah. And the same here. Looks good.